Hello and welcome to another lesson of My Math World. I am your teacher, Stephen Jackson. We're continuing to provide you, the student, with common sense approaches and being able to take a problem and break it down into smaller slices. And as we can tell, this is really ugly. I had someone tell me just before this session, x plus y over z. I don't get that. Well, if you look over here, we have values assigned to each variable. What we're going to do in essence is substitute the value into the problem, solve the problem, and then come up with our answer. The first thing I want you to do, the first common sense slice, is to take each variable and let it be represented by a different color. And we'll let y be equal to red. And we'll let z be equal to green. And now, oftentimes I like to call football games at my local high school or middle school, and what one of the calls I'll do is going into the game. So that's exactly what we're going to do with our next slice. We're going to look at this, we're going to pretend like we're going to send x into the game. Going into the game for x is 1/2. And if you want to give a big cheer for x, I'm sure that will make him feel good. And now, going into the y, going into the game for y is -2/3. And then the last substitution, going into the game for z, is 4/5. And now, we went from letters to assigned numbers. Now, our next step is to go ahead and just work out the top number. The bottom number is a fraction, so all we have to do is to figure out what the top number is, and then we can put the two together. But right here, we have 1/2 plus -2/3. If your slice most comfortable with is to just make that a subtract sign, you can. 1/2 minus 2/3. Now this is like going to Buffalo Wild Wings and getting a half a bag of order of wings and a third of a bag of order of wings. It's kind of hard to count up or to divide up when we don't have common bags. So we're going to come up with a common number, a number that two can go into and a number that 3 can go into. If you say 6, give yourself a big hand clap. Now, for those of you who prefer multiplying over dividing, no problem. We still take 1 times 6, and look at this. 2 goes into 6, how many slices? Good, that's 3 slices. And then we take 2 times 6, and we get 12. Now, how many slices can we get out of 12? 3 into 12. 4. All right. Now, at this point in the game, we are going to take 3 minus 4 and put it over 6. Now, 3 minus 4, if we have $3 and we go to Walmart and we pick up an item that requires $4, how many dollars do we need? That's right, we're $1 short. So our answer is -1/6. Now, what we're going to do is go to the next slice. We know that the top is -1/6. We know that that bar always means how many pieces we're going to slice a hole into. So that's divide by 4/5. And then like the other lesson, we just have two fractions that we're dividing. So we're going to take negative 1/6. And remember, when we divide by a fraction, we multiply and we always flip that around. Reciprocal means what's on bottom, we put up on top. What's on top, we put in the bottom. The next thing we do before we multiply is there anything common between 5 and 4 and 6? Not really, because 5 is a prime number. So what we're going to do, we're just going to have to multiply now. When we take a negative and a positive, what's the outcome? Well, that would be a negative. So that's negative 1 times 5, which is 5, and then 6 times 4 is 24. The two slices is multiply the top, multiply the bottom. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we take and substitute values in. It was a complex fraction. We end up with a negative rational number. Negative 5/24. Now, until next time, I would like you to go to Facebook and like me, Steven Jackson. Follow me at Twitter